Let's see how long this one lasts, eh? Going live, maybe that green light to come on here, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are back for another day of Test cricket, and it is the Ashes for day number 3 here, the Boxing Day Test in Melbourne at the MCG. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how long this one lasts here today. I don't necessarily know that we're going to make it through the entire day. We absolutely could, but I doubt it. We obviously saw one of the craziest finishes to a Test cricket match ever yesterday. Honestly, yesterday was possibly one of the craziest finishes in a day's cricket that you can experience. To get with that hour to go, to get the 4 wickets, with the blood pump and the energy rise and the atmosphere of the G. Scotty Boland getting 2 wickets, unbelievable. You know, Starkey on a hat-trick and was this close to getting his hat-trick ball of Joe Root too, which would have been, they honestly could have been finished by the end of the day if Joe Root had gone when that was happening. You know, it was just one of the all-time moments in Australian cricket where it was just so exciting and exhilarating, and it's so good that even though we know we're going to win this game, even though we know this game's pretty much over, at least we got that feeling of how to have fun again in Test cricket, because the last couple of games we've obviously won by so easy margins that there really hasn't been able to have that moment that we saw last night. But obviously right now, guys, Root and Stokes are coming into bat. They are currently 4 for 31. Yes, not joking. They are currently 4 for 31. Like I said, all in the last hour. Scotty Boland got 2 wickets. We saw Starkey get 2 wickets. You know, Cummins is very close too. But Joe Root not out on 12. Ben Stokes not out on 2. Ben Stokes took about 3 years to come out onto the field yesterday because he was too scared about what was about to happen. But he's out there now. So, yeah, look, it'll be interesting. Let me know what you think in the chat, when you think this will be over, if you think it'll be over today or tomorrow, or what session you think it'll be over, whether it be this session or the next session or the third session. I think it's more than likely that Australia will slot the bat. You'd have to assume that England get another 50 runs. Like, they only need 50 more runs to take the lead. But in the same sense, they need to then pile on about another 250 more runs if they want any chance of winning this realistically. So yeah, they still probably need about 300 more runs from this point to have any kind of chance of getting a W, which I really highly doubt. But guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're around here, and sit back and get ready for a big day. Correctamondos. So Ryan Zargle says, with Root and Stokes in, anything could happen, but the pitch is too good for bowling. Absolutely. This is a bowler's pitch. Anyone who doesn't realise this is ridiculous. This is absolutely a bowler's pitch. We saw the English get bowled out for a measly 185. Then Australia, that was a measly target for us, considering that I had a whole heap of barrage of comments saying, oh, Australia, big trouble, scatty, big trouble. I was like, no, it's a bowler's pitch, and 267 is still 80 above what they got. No, don't listen to me. But yeah, obviously they got bowled out there. Thankfully for Marcus Harris, he did save us though. And then, yeah, we've already bowled them 4 times in that last hour. So, you know, it's a crazy moment right now. It's a crazy pitch, and it's been the best test to watch so far by a long shot. The first bowl here from Mitchy Stark. Come on, Starkey, goes to Root, and that's going to be dot ball. So, don't expect crazy wickets early days here, guys. Obviously, everyone's going to be feeling that high after last night. They're going to be feeling like, oh, we need to get wickets. You know, we don't need shit right now. We don't need shit. We are in an unbelievable driver's seat. You know, you put 100k down on Australia right now, you win 5k. You know, that's the thing. So, that's how confident the bookies are. Now, it did get nervous for a lot of people at some stage yesterday. England were starting to come back in the game. They were bowling Australia really well. They were keeping them limited. They got, obviously, Labuschagne out for 1. They got Stevie Schmidt out for less than 15. They got 16, I think it was. You know, it got a little bit nervous here. Starkey, second ball. Oh! We nearly got him already. Root's the last one to go, though, realistically. Because I think Josh Buttler's going to come out and attack the ball. What was I saying? Yeah, look, they got a couple of players out early that were our big guys, but our middle order, and especially Stark and Cummins, they held in nicely. You know, I really appreciated Cummins' knock when he came in. Obviously, he's a bit more of an all-rounder, but in the same sense, you don't really look at him as a batter. You look at him as a tail-ender who can have a bit of a bat too, same with Stark. And they actually did just as well as the middle order, and just as well as, I guess, even the top order to an extent. Like, Cummins, I think, got about 25 or 30 or something like that, which was very good. It's definitely something you appreciate. So Starkey here for his next bowl. He's 2 for 11 already through 5.2. Starkey! Oh! Good shot by Root, actually. That's going to be a good shot. Good shot. DC says tomorrow session 2. Tomorrow session 2. Okay. David Evans is watching from the UK. Appreciate you, dude, for tuning in all the way in the UK. And what is it now? About 11:30 at night? yesterday. 11:30 night yesterday. Ryan Cycle says tomorrow session 1. Yeah, fair enough. Average Aussie Sports says I love the crowd. Yeah, the crowd yesterday was unbelievable, and hopefully it does transition into today. I'm not too sure how many people are going to go today, but it's a beautiful day in Melbourne, not a single cloud in the sky right now. You know, after that high yesterday, hopefully it just keeps that momentum building, keeps growing, keeps moving and grooving. And then maybe if they think that we're going to end it today, then a lot of people might come out and support the boys because they deserve it right now. They really did. They really did nicely yesterday. Really did nicely. Look, another thing is that a lot of people are criticising Labuschagne and Smith. Smith is maybe out a bit of out of form right now, but in the same sense, still hit 95 in Adelaide. Hasn't had a consistent amount of run totals, I guess, recently, but people are going to have that. You know, the best are going to have that. Labuschagne right now, he's number 1 batter in the world and gets a 1 and everyone starts criticising him ginormously. It's like, okay, if he does that again, and then again in whether it be Melbourne or SCG, because they all pass the positive, all passes negative tests, whatever. But if he does it again, then you can start to maybe think about criticising, but that's a good shot there from Joe Root. That's going to be a 4. Then you can maybe start to criticise on a slight level, but you got to realise, like, 1 innings doesn't make you a bad player. Like, 1 innings doesn't do shit. The first innings of this game, let's go and have a look at Labuschagne from Adelaide, and let's go have a look at Labuschagne from the Gabba, and let's go have a look at the fact that he's number 1 in the world right now. Really simple stuff, and this is why I keep saying on this channel, like, there's a lot of people who always they look way too much into the moment. They see the moment, and they think, okay, well, this is what it is. It's like, no, you need to take the moment, plus also the history. It's ridiculous. David Evidence says, Australia win the Ashes today. I think England will give Australia a target of maybe a 50 to 70 run target. What do you think? I think surely England get through today. Well, no, I don't think England get through today, but I think surely we get through today and first session minimum tomorrow. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous for England. But, you know, England trail by 45 runs right now. They need a target. They need to put a target of 250 on our heads for us to chase to have any chance, and we still beat that in the first session. And like I said, Smith and Labuschagne aren't going to get down for so cheaply like they did every time. So we probably still chase down that 250. But with the way that the pitch is right now, it is very much a bowler's wicket. This first session, you may not see many wickets. This is why I think that we might still see tomorrow, is because this first session, it's really dry, it's hot right now, the sun is out, it's beautiful, and it's not going to be as difficult it was late on last night, where we saw bang, 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 bang. So we might see 1 wicket in this session between Stokes and Root. Maybe I'll go probably Stokes, to be fair, because I think Root's going to really try and get that 100 to save themselves here. Not that he's ever gotten 100 in Test cricket before, though. In Australia, he's never got one. So Paddy Cummins bowling here. Paddy Cummins was bowling well yesterday. He bowled well yesterday. Didn't get that wicket, but bowled well nonetheless. Dot ball. Ryan Zygo says, I hate how Stokes walks across the crease when the ball is coming to him. Andrew Watkins says, hi. Hello, Andrew Watkins. How are you doing? Maths explains that I just joined. Well, the game just started, so that's why you just joined. Callum Rickett says, still waiting for my TV brand to stream it. Well, it's on right now. It is on. We're 3 overs deep right now. 3 overs deep. Root on 18. He started off very strongly here in this third day. Stokes has not really got off to it yet, but he's only faced 3 balls, so you can't really expect too much there. But Stokes just needs to sit in for a little bit and let Root kind of go for a bit more of a crack, because Root knows how to go for a crack without doing anything stupid. But they're terrified right now. They would be absolutely terrified right now after what they would have been thinking that they were in a good position yesterday. Coming out of that Australian innings, only being up by 80. It was still 80, you know, still 80 runs, but being up by 80 rather than, 200, 250, which is what they could have been expecting, or even, 250, and then to obviously get more than that, they would have been happy with that. But then to get those 4 wickets early, especially David Malan as well. David Malan, that was a huge one, because he's been getting some really serious run totals so far throughout the series. No one cares about Hamid. Hamid won't be back the next test. If Hamid's back in the next test, then he's sleeping with one of the selectors. Crawley hasn't done much. Obviously, he got to 12, and then what did he get? 2 yesterday? 3 yesterday? And that's going to be a good shot. Really nice shot there from Stokes. That's going to be just a single, though. Just a single. BLX says, hi. Hello, mate. How are you doing? How are we doing? So, Root on 18 from 26, and Stokes on 3 from 5. I think that if England want to start to worry Australia, they just got to have like a couple wickets in hand and still be up by 150. You know, they're like I said, they need to. They're still down by 44 runs. They're just trying to even it up right now. They ideally should be getting through without a wicket for at least the next 44 runs. At least get to equal with 4 for 60 or whatever, or 4 for 70. Or what is it? 44 more runs. So that'd be 4 for 82 is what I should say. They should be ideally looking to get to 4 for 82, so that then they can start to add on with still 6 more wickets to go. Because right now they're behind and they've already gone 4 down. So they're in a massive situation. But if they get to that equalising point, then they can start to think a lot more positively in a lot of aspects. Sixers fan says, who are England's openers next test? David Milan was the one that I was thinking beforehand, but after yesterday, I still think they'd probably go with David Milan. I think that maybe yesterday was just really out of the ordinary compared. I think David Milan might get pushed up there. Oh, good fielding. Good fielding. Cameron Green, though. It's Greeny. It's Greeny. How good's Greeny? How good's Greeny? I would still say David Milan there. Do they drop Crawley? I'm not too sure. I think they probably leave Crawley in for the time being. He's only given the 1 test, and obviously Hamid's not coming back, and Rory Burns won't be coming back. Rory Burns actually, I believe, done better than Hamid, even though Rory Burns has still been shocking. Rory Burns has probably done better than Hamid. If anyone was to come back, it would be Rory Burns, but you wouldn't be bringing back Rory Burns. Malcolm says, Palmers may as well go home. They already are at home, pretty much, mate. They already are at home. BLX says the next test won't even matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because we want to win 5-0. We want to win 5-0, so Cummins there. Only gives up the 1 run throughout the over. He's only given up 15 runs through 7 overs here. DC says, we're going to win the series 5-0, 4-1. What do you think? Well, where do we lose? Where do we lose with the 1? Every time someone says it's 4-1, where do we lose? Where? Are you saying because we're going to lose the SCG, or are we saying Hobart? But then again, SCG might not even happen, so are you saying if it happens to be the MCG, then do you think we lose the MCG after what we're seeing right now? I don't think so. And then do you think we lose at Hobart? So where does that one loss come from? I just can't see it. I can't see a single loss. There's only 2 games to go. Hobart, but based on what? Like, what are you basing that on? So this is the thing that I want to ask people. When you say predictions, what do you base your prediction on, right? Because it doesn't make sense. And I'm not saying you don't make sense, but I want to know your reasoning behind saying Hobart. Why are you saying Hobart as the one to lose here? Because Australia have absolutely slaughtered England in every single game so far. Every single game have slaughtered them, right? We're 4 for 38 here on day 3 on their second innings. We had a poor batting and we still led by 80. We still got 267 or whatever it was when everyone was saying we had poor batting. So why are we now expected to lose a game further down the track? For what reason? I don't get it. I don't understand. Sixers fans, I think this should be England's team next game. Milan, Crawley, yeah, I agree. Root, yep. Bairstow, yeah. I'd least Stokes. You probably want to be putting Stokes in 4. You'd probably want to put Stokes in 4 and Bear. I guess Stokes is a bit more of a bigger hitter. Yeah, so Bairstow, Stokes, Pope/Lawrence, Butler, Wood, Broad, Leach, Anderson. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with much of that. I'd still probably put Stokes above Bairstow, because you'd rather Stokes alongside Root than Stokes. Well, it is what it is. DC says the type of conditions. What's the type of condition, DC? What is the type of condition? You guys know what the channel is. If you're going to come out with a prediction or an opinion, I'm going to call you out for it. So, what type of condition is Hobart that is going to be beneficial to England? Beneficial to England, because we have to see it being incredibly beneficial to England, considering what we've seen so far in these 3 tests. If you don't know, then just say you don't know. But, like, this is what the channel is. Like, I'm going to say, this is why when people were coming yesterday and they were like, oh, Australia's in big, big trouble. It's like, why? Why are Australia in big, big trouble? Because we weren't ever in big, big trouble. We were still in a lead when people were thinking big, big trouble. David Evans says, it's going to be end 5-0. Burns and Crawley will open the batting in 4 tests. The thing is that, like, I'm not even saying that it will be 5-0. I just want to see people's reasoning. Because the conditions of Hobart doesn't mean anything. Like, what does that even mean? What are the conditions of Hobart right now? What are the conditions of Hobart that benefits the English more than the Australians? Just throwing it out there. England trails by 44 runs right now. I feel like people just want to see that loss. I don't know why, but I feel like people are just expecting it, or I don't know. It's really strange. That's going to be a 4 there. That'll be a 4 there for Stokes. Hey, he says Marcus Harris dropped. Why? He got 73 and was out at 76, and now was our best batter today. Yesterday. He was our best batter. He can't get dropped now. I was expecting him to get dropped based on his performances from Adelaide and from the Gabba, but why would he drop him now? He was fantastic yesterday. Maybe, obviously, he probably saved himself until, I'd say, 2 more test time now. He will get another crack. and then, because there's no way you can drop him after the performance that we've seen already. He'll come back out again. But yeah, there's no way you can drop Marcus Harris now. I was all on the train to drop him, but now I'm just like, you know, you got to give him another chance now. But I do also recognise that this is his home ground, so you got to understand that. Malcolm says, bring back the New Zealand versus Oz Boxing Day tests. Well, you lost by 350 to India, so no thank you. No thank you. You lost by 350 runs to India, and you want to play us? Shush. Shush. Shh. 442 right now, 14.5 overs bowled. Shush. So Stark here, 2 for 21. And double. DC says, because commentators are saying that England will have a chance. Have you learned anything from my streams over the last 3 weeks? The commentators hate Australia. They hate them. Shane Warne hates Australia. He hates Australia. He hates Australia. Don't base your opinions on what the commentators say. They're there to tell you the game is still on right now, despite England are in an absolutely shockingly shit position. But they're there to try and make you believe this game is still exciting and still exhilarating. They lie to you. They will lie to your face. And they lie to your face because they want you to believe that there is still a chance for England. And I get it. But they will literally lie to your face to make you believe that. Because England right now, they would need to get another 300 runs to win this game. Right? And they'll tell you they can get 300 more runs to win this game. And they can. But will they? 100% would say no. And just like them saying, Hobart, everyone's got a chance everywhere. You know, you got a chance in Sydney. You got a chance in Hobart. You got a chance here. England had a chance in Brisbane. And they went... England had a chance in Adelaide, and they went... England had a chance here, and they went... So what's the difference between here and Adelaide? Sorry, here and Hobart. Don't listen to commentators. Six says, instead of Pope Lawrence, I would put Folks. Do you see Lyon make an impact this game? Not really. We didn't see much of the spinners, really. The spinners, Jack Leach didn't really do a great deal. Like, obviously, he didn't give up any runs. Neither did Nathan Lyon, but in the same sense, the wicket's not really looking like a spinner's kind of pitch right now. Adelaide was. Gabba was pretty decent. I think Hobart could be pretty good for spinners. I think Nathan Lyon and Jackie Leach might be decent down there in Hobart. And maybe if we get to the SCG, then probably. But in the same sense, like, yeah, no, this wicket right here, I'm not really looking at in regards to in regards to spinners. Connor says they're all trying to keep money coming in for their sponsors. Yeah, but the thing is right. The reason why a lot of people also come to this stream and other streams is because they just don't want to be lied to. Like, if I think a team is shit, I'm going to tell you a team is shit, right? And I understand you've got to be G-rated or PG-rated, I guess, on this, and you can't be biased. But, like, I listen to bias this whole day, every day, from Shane Warne hating on Australia. I listen to bias from Isha Guha talking about England all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear all these guys being biased, but because it's not actually telling you the truth bias, that's why it's allowed to happen. Malcolm says, Australian commentators still say England have a chance, sponsored by betting. Absolutely. David Evidence says they just want TV ratings, that's why they're saying England could win. Well, it's not, yeah, kind of, in the same sense, but the thing is that if you're an Englishman, you know there is no real chance. The English right now aren't getting up at... Well, they're not up at 12 a.m. at night to watch this. And anyone with a brain knows what the situation is right now. So, like I said, I understand why commentators do it, but people aren't stupid. You know, we're not 6 years old. We understand what's actually happening in the game. You're there to tell us kind of... The whole point of commentary, right, is to give your opinion. The whole point of commentary is to provide the extra opinion so the person at home is thinking... Actually, that's not too bad. And they're interested in what's going on, but they're also thinking, okay, that's an interesting opinion, maybe I'll contemplate it. And then the reason why it's good here is that you guys can obviously bounce back in the chat and whatnot, but they can't bounce back here. So these commentators are allowed to say whatever they want without criticism. I can get slaughtered in the chat. If I say something stupid, I can get slaughtered in the chat. And that's good, because then I learn that I'm not in the right, you know? I learn I'm not in the right. But like I said, I don't lie. If I think that my Australian team is shit, I'll tell it how it is. And if I think England is shit, which they are, I'll tell it how it is. Six fans says commonly teams play two spinners at the SCG. Bingo. Malcolm says, that's right. DC says, I hate most of the commentators, especially Shane Warne. Gotta respect him for being a great cricketer, but he's not a great commentator. Yeah, Malcolm says, like how they were talking up the Stars last night, yet lost 3 for like 20. The Stars won, though. The Stars won, though. I saw the Stars won. I didn't get to watch the game because I was exhausted, but I saw the Stars won. Six Fences, who do you think is the best Australian commentator? I thought, if I'm going to speak about yesterday, I really did like, I liked what Hussey was bringing to the table yesterday. Hussey has his moments, though. Hussey has his moments. It really annoyed me when he laughed at saying, oh, David Warner's absolutely going to get 100 or whatever he said, and then the next ball he got out. You just don't do that. Like, I know it's very funny, ha ha ha, it's not really funny, you know, like, maybe for the English it would have been funny, and for, you know, it's just not what you do. When you're a commentator, you're just going to know the simple things about what people don't want to hear. And you don't want to talk about a player getting 100 when they're 5 off. It's bad. It's a kind of a unanimous kind of worldwide thought process in regards to all different sports. You know, baseball's the exact same with the no-hitter. Cricket is the exact same, obviously, with the getting the century. So Stokes on 7 from 11 here, on trail by 40 runs, and Starkey double. I'd say Hussey. I'd say I appreciate Hussey the most, probably. You know, yes, that annoyed me, but in the same sense, he does actually back in Australia a lot more than not. All I care about on an Australian broadcast is that they focus more on Australia. They still speak about England and still give their non-biased opinion about England, but focus more on Australia because your audience is Australian. Australians don't want to sit there for 8 hours of the day. They want to sit there for 8 hours of the day and listen to you talk nonsense about Australia and talk up England, right? So talk about Australia, talk about England, but have more of a focal point on the country that you're providing for. So Stokes going 7 from 12, 4 for 42 right now, and double. Connor says, I'd rather give airtime to you, turn down the commentators, put you over it while watching on TV. Appreciate you, dude. Sean Phoenix says, hey, BKR. Hello, mate. How we doing? Ryan Zarkle says, Jason Roy is trash. He averages like 18 in tests. Where'd Roy come from here? Daniel Bay says, have you ever visited Tasmania, Blaze? Also, when was the last test played there? I have visited Tasmania. My grandfather lives down there. I was only there briefly, though, for about a week. It's a really fresh place. I love it, man. I love Tasmania. I can't live there. I could never live there, but going down there for a bit of a, cooler holiday for you guys, it's still probably summer in England. But down Hobart is, good shot. It's a really nice shot here from Stokes to make 11. This is looking nice here. We want an interesting game, so I'm appreciating this from Stokes and Root. I love Hobart, man. I can't wait to go back down there. It's such a fresh place. It's you get some great fish and chips there. Oh my god, you get some great fish and chips because obviously it's quite close to it's not. I wouldn't say it's close. Actually, I don't know how close it is to Antarctica, but in the same sense, it's down quite low, so it gets quite cold down there. Malcolm says, why comment to Oz fans and diss the team up at Warner? Yeah, exactly right. Why commentate for Australia and why commentate on Australian broadcast and hate on the team the whole day? Oh, double. Grant Wall says, if you thought England were bad, my glory is South... my God, South Africa are ridiculous. They have the stupid quota system, which is killing our cricket. I'm going to check that test right now. I saw yesterday. Is the rain affecting it yet? Okay, so they didn't get to play yesterday. Okay. Well, that sucks. So that's going to be a draw. That sucks, because that was the same score. 272 for 3, I think it was the same score as yesterday. Draw 68%, India 29%. If I'm India, whenever it stops raining or lightning or thunder and whatnot, I'm retiring. I'm declaring right there and then. Right there and then, I'm declaring, I'm saying, listen, South Africa, best of luck. Because there's no, otherwise... Stokes gone. Stokes is gone. Oh, dear me. Na 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 na. Boom boom. Na 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 na. Boom boom. Hey hey hey. Goodbye, bottom, na 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 na, bottom, na 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 na, bottom, hey, 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 you're a flow, get off my field. So Ben Stokes out for 11. That was a great pose. Starkey's on fire. Your batters are terrified, Starkey's on fire. Your batters are terrified, Starkey's on fire. Na na, ba da 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 da. Starkey. He's flying. 3 for 25 from 7.5. He's got 3 wickets and... Jesus, just spat everywhere. He's got 3 wickets and 8 overs. Wow. Callum Ricker says, the commentator just said Stokes is going well like he cursed it. I rest my case. I rest my case. Sixers fans, the Stokes thought the urn was coming to New Zealand. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Scotty, man. Oh, no, no, no. So next up will be Johnny Bairstow. I'm going to refresh this side so that it can come up with it. I can't believe this is... They actually still may... If Root goes, they may struggle to get back to Australia's total. If Root goes, they genuinely may struggle to get back to Australia's total. Just throwing that out there. So do prepare. This could be a half-an-hour stream. Oh, we do want to see David Milan's duck there. We do want to see the duck of Aruna. We do want to see the duck still there, so I won't go too far much lower. There we go. So who comes in now? Johnny Bairstow. Johnny Bairstow's actually pretty good. Day 1. Just about the good part. No, he's alright. He's one of their better batters, actually. Daniel Bates is Blumenich. David Everton says Stokes gone. Bairstow only resistance left for England. Well, no, Root is the only resistance left for England. The fact that Root's just going to watch these guys just go bing bong bing. Root's just going to watch on as these guys just go next, 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 next. Root is clearly the only really solid batter in this team. David Milan second, but Root is clearly the only one who's given any kind of shout. Grant Walker says, well, if an Englishman gets double figures, he's doing well. I'm going to pin that coming after this next bowl. I'm going to pin this coming after this next bowl. Actually, no, I'm going to pin it right now. I'm going to pin it right now. Well, if an English... let's pin that message right here. Come on, get the double. Get the back-to-back. He's got a bear stuff at the quackity-quack, duckity-duck. Oh, dot ball. Connor says, England need a Duke's ball. Only thing they can do better with. England need a clue, mate. England need a clue. That's the only thing they can do better with. David Everton says, this could be England bowled out under 100. Under 100? We'll be chasing 18. We'll be chasing 18. And you watch anything under 100 of a chase, and I still guarantee you the commentary will say, oh, James Anderson is bowling pretty well. Maybe there's a shout. You get a wicket here, wicket there, wicket there, wicket here in the first 4 balls. And then, you know, England probably win this game. That's how the commentary works. That's how the commentary works. It's how the commentary does work. Malcolm says, 36 runs behind. Need to post a score steal. You reckon? They are down 5 wickets. And they're not even on 0 yet. Not even on 0. They're minus 30. They're minus 35 right now. What is it? Nathan Wars is high. Nathan, how are we doing? Minus 36, sorry. Minus 36. We will be doing the BBL stream tonight, by the way, guys. I'm pretty happy to say now that this will be over today. You know, I'm pretty happy to say this is over today. So, we definitely will do the BBL tonight between, I think it's the Scorchers and Thunder, maybe? Scorchers and Thunder tonight. Thanks, Shane Warne, for cursing Stargy. Shane Warne, what a man. What a man. So, Johnny Bairstow here. We have seen 2 quackity quacks so far. Can we get another quack in the chat? No, no more quack here. We don't do quacks in Australia, though. We don't do quacks in Australia. We don't do it. Harry Wick says, what's their lowest score being bowled out? Could this be their new record? I think it's lower than this. Hold on. I'll have a look. I can't believe India is still 29% to win that, though. So, England, Test, Cricket, lowest ever... England Cricket, lowest ever Test score. Here we go. 81. 81. Joe Root and co were bowled out for a paltry 81, which happens to be England's lowest ever total in a Test match against India. That was this year. Was that this year? You're shitting me. Oh my god. That was nearly gone there. So they are 32 runs behind their lowest ever total. And they've only got 5 wickets remaining, lads. If Root goes, we're about to bowl them out for their lowest ever total. If Root goes, we will bowl them out for their lowest ever. So actually, to be fair, okay, so all we need to do is whilst they're losing, once they take the lead, then they've got their highest, they're not their highest, their second lowest ever total. But if they remain, and if we don't come back out to bat, we knock them all over for their lowest ever score. 6 fans, they got bowled out for 67 by us in 2019. Oh, it says on here, England's lowest ever cricket Test score was 81. Oh no, 45. Oh, no, don't worry. Oh, I am wrong. 45, apparently. Is that 45? By us in 1887. But that's 1887. That's one. I don't even know. It says 81 there. Unless that's both. The fact that we're talking about that, though, is ridiculous. And discussing this. Ryan Zargo says they got bowled out for 77 against the West Indies as well. Well, screw me then, lads. Screw me. I don't know why it says 81 on... If you Google England cricket lowest ever test score, it comes up with 81 as the big one at the top. Lowest ever... Oh, that's the lowest ever test match total in a match against India. Specifically against India, the lowest is 81. Grant Walker says, looks like the women's Ashes might be more exciting than the men's. Holy crumpet, you boys are useless. Holy crumpet, mate. Holy crumpet. What a way to say it. It's exactly the way to say it. I want Scotty Boland to come back and bowl to get his third. Bing bong. On the BKR Sport Discord yesterday, we had someone saying that Scotty Boland will be coming back out to bowl for the next game. If Richo and Hazelwood are fit, then no, he doesn't. I love what Boland's done, especially yesterday, but I think that no matter what, we'll see either Hazelwood, and if Hazelwood is fit, then Hazelwood comes in. If Hazelwood's not fit and Richo's fit, then Richo comes in. If Hazelwood and Richo are not fit, then Scotty Boland comes in. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind it, but in the same sense, yeah, I can't see Scotty Boland himself kind of pushing above those guys just because of those 2 wickets yesterday. Because I don't think he bowled that well on day one, but he didn't bowl terribly, but he didn't bowl great. But yesterday was obviously fantastic. Grant Walker says Bairstow is bloody unfit and fat. Well, you know, that's what you say. Sixers fans, whenever England come to Australia, Root's captaincy is always questioned. Root's captaincy should always be questioned because he doesn't know how to structure the bowling. He does not know how to structure bowling. He's a great batter. He doesn't know how to structure bowling, though. It's just as simple as that. Like, there's no problem. You know, okay, cool, dude. One second, I didn't even turn the light on here. I just realised I didn't even turn the light on. Did I put that on? No, I didn't, actually. Who's bowling up next for Australia? I would say they probably do bring in Scotty Boland, to be fair. I'd probably say they do bring in a bit of Scotty Boland. And they might bring in a bit of Gaz. It might be another 5-10 overs before Gaz. But I think Scotty Boland might come in soon, yeah. Especially after what he did yesterday, man. He was nice. But Starkey bowling right now. He's 3 for 25. Dot ball. Starkey! What a man. He's just a beautiful, beautiful man. So I believe the lowest ever score England ever has is actually back in 1887 against Australia, which was 45. But it depends on whether you really want to take that into account. But, because it was Test 25 and back then it was a bit different. But 46 is the most recent one, which was against the West Indies in 1994. 2 months before I was born. Sixers fans, why does Root only get out caught behind? Because he's always trying to go for a slap. Because he's always trying to go for a slap-a-rino. That's why. That's why. So England shot by 33 runs right now. Double. It's because he goes for it too late sometimes. Like, I think that, to be fair, especially this Ashes series, he's got so much on his mind, and this is why he shouldn't be a captain. But in this Ashes series specifically, he's looking to defend himself because nobody else is helping him out. No one can have a crack at how Joe Root's performed this Ashes series with the bat, but everyone can in regards to his captaincy. So the lowest, yeah, it was West Indies 46, West Indies 51 back in 2009. Wow, they got bought out for 51 in 2009 against West Indies. That's their second lowest. It's the most recent. Australia at the Oval. We bowled them out for 52 at the Oval in 1948. Holy shit. Wow, we bowled. Their lowest ever was in Sydney though. That 1888 one, 1887 one. And then we went on the next time in 88 to play them, and we knocked them off at Lords and the Oval for some Lords for 53. Yikes, England. Yikes. Daniel Bates says, I remember we got bowled out for 66, I think it was the West Indies. Curtly Ambrose got 7 wickets, I think. I'll have a look. 66. It was 71, maybe, in Manchester? Is that 1976 you're talking about? What year are you talking about here? Because it's got it here. Stats.espncricinfo.com. And so the closest one I can see here is West Indies 71 in 1976. Six fans, they got bowled out 58 against New Zealand recently. Yeah, they did. Yeah, in 2018. Unbelievable, England. You really are something special, England. You really are something special, man. So Starkey bowling right now, 4 dot balls. Ryan Duncan says, because Root loves to feel bat on ball, so he's always trying to score. Bingo. Bingo. So Starkey to Root here. But Root's their only guy. I give it a shot. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a really nice shot there. No, it was the 90s. The 90s. 1990s. 97 against Australia. 2019 versus West Indies. 77 in 2019 against the West Indies. 84 New Zealand. Where's West Indies here? 95. It was 89 if you're talking about 95 in Birmingham. Birmingham 1995. England got bowled out for 89 versus the West Indies. Which is still absolutely horrific. To think that was one of the better scores we've just mentioned. Graham Walker said, I think that England has a very toxic environment, and that is why they are struggling. I think Broad and Anderson don't like Root. Do you want to know what the real problem is? The real problem is that the media will never ever help out this country. The media never helps me out. This is why they always don't make it successful in football, because in soccer for anyone in England, but for anyone in Australia who's wondering what I'm talking about. The reason why England are never successful, and the English have this sense of they think they're better at every sport than everyone, and that's not me insulting, but they have this idea that they're very successful at sport. They're not really that successful at sport overall. If you go back and look at it, we've spoken about this multiple times now, and this isn't me insulting, this is just me talking facts, but I think the media always builds the English fans up before they go into a game, right? They always build them up to believe that they have clearly got the upper advantage, they've got the better momentum going into the game, and they give the fans an unrealistic opinion of what they're about to see. So when they see something that isn't as good as what they've been led to believe, oh jeez, nearly got him there, nearly got Bairstow. When they I'll go from that to that to that, but when they go and they watch a football World Cup, the English media will build them up to win. They'll be like, they're going to win this time. This is their time. Look at them, they're too good. They play Premier League, everyone plays Premier League, and then they don't do shit, right? Or they choke. And that's because there's just so much riding on them based on what the media does. So I think that this is another thing with the Ashes too. I saw a lot of English saying they had a good chance of winning this Ashes. And I was saying in my BBL streams and whatnot, I said, not a chance. I'm sorry, but not a chance. I was saying 5-0 before the series started. You know, I was saying it. And if I think that Australia's going to lose, I would tell you that I think Australia's going to lose. Oh my God, we nearly ran out there. Six fan says, no, I wonder which country has the most test team totals under 100. I think it could be England. Well, it's going to be someone like West Indies or something like that. I guarantee. Coffee says, Joe Root now has the second most runs in the calendar year. Yeah, I think he's still about 20 off or something like that. I think he needed to get like an 80. Oh, he's actually easy save. Al Max says, but England did win the World Cup. Their one-day team is good. They've won the one. Well, isn't that their first World Cup though? And also controversial at that. Controversial at that in regards to them winning the one-day World Cup. They did do it, but in the same sense, let's also give credit to the controversialness of that game. Jeez, Root nearly got gonaded again. Gonaded. Bing bong. So, Cummins bowling here. Oh, no, it didn't hit him in the gonads, did it? I was joking. I didn't realise it actually did. Oh, no. David, yeah, Almac, I want you to go back and I want you to go have a look at how successful England is in all sports. Oh, it did actually hit him there. Or might have just missed him maybe. Because you won't find much. But the English media will tell you that they've won a lot. And they haven't. David Evans says, Welsh, you're spot on about the English media. I've grown up with English football, man. You know, I've grown up with English football, man. That's why I don't mind England when it comes to actually soccer football. I don't mind the actual team itself, but I don't want them and I don't mind. The only problem with England winning is the fans and talking shit to us, and even though I was supporting you, but like it's just the media that I don't like. So the media would go and they'd be sitting there and wanking on about how every other country is shit and they're good at football. That's the only problem that I have with England when it comes to football. Cricket I don't like because rugby is the same. England cricket and England rugby I never support. But when it comes to football, I don't necessarily mind them that much. Connor says that World Cup was rigged. Both teams got the same score. England won on sixes. Bingo. Bingo. I don't know if I wouldn't say it was rigged. I just think it was unprepared. or is that a word? I don't even know if unprepared is a word, but it wasn't prepared enough. And unfortunately, we are learning by our mistakes in regards to the world sport. You know, we've seen it multiple times. Like, look, with the NRL 2 Rugby League, they've now changed it from golden point to extra time. And then if there's no winner by the end of extra time, then it goes to golden point after that. And that's in the finals and whatnot. And that's the smarter way to do it. Because otherwise, it's really stupid. Some team just gets the ball first, kicks a field goal, game over. You know, it's stupid. So, you know, we're always learning. Grant Walker says, majority Premier League is foreign, not English. Bingo. Oh, no, I say that all the time. Don't you worry. People don't realise this. England's most successful test side was only because the South African-born players they had in it. Just on that Premier League note, if you guys don't know what we're talking about there, basically, if you look at, besides the lower, all the good teams in England, go and count the Englishmen. Go and count the Englishmen inside Man City or Man United. Or Man United aren't good. They just drew 1-1 to Newcastle. We just beat them 4-0. You know, Man United couldn't even be. They're 7th place right now. You guys are shit. Chelsea, go and have a look at how many English. Oh, Chelsea actually don't. Oh no, Chelsea have always kind of been like an African. More, they like their African players, like obviously Didier Drogba's and whatnot at the dot ball. Man City have always been South America. You know, we've had a lot of Argentinians come through. Back about 5-6 years ago, there was Demichelis, there was Sergio Aguero, there was Carlos Tevez about 10 years ago. Like, there's been a lot of Pablo Zabaleta. Like, there's been a lot of Argentinians who've gone through Man City. Even Gabriel Jesus is Brazilian, so South America vibe still too. We tried to get Alexis Sanchez, and then obviously he went to United, and that was the best thing that ever happened. Thank you very much for stealing him, United fans. And a dot ball. Almax says, English football aren't chokers. They aren't as good as Germany or Brazil or Spain or France. Okay, well, why don't we go and speak about what happened against Italy? But yes, I understand. I agree. I don't think that's because of what we're talking about. Majority of the good teams in their own, and this is what on A-League streams, Australian football streams, I say this all the time. Australia will never be good at football because our league is shit. You need a good league, but your league needs to be focused on growing your own players, not just bringing in other players from other countries so that you have a good financial product. And Premier League is a financial product, absolutely. When you've got Saudi Arabia, you've got, you've got the Sheik, you got everyone. Russia, you got the Americans in regards to ownership. So that's 5:54 here. 20 overs gone. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. But yeah, so that's the thing with Australia too, is that our league is so shit. And all our kind of players who are somewhat good feel like they're going to be successful in Europe, so they go to some rando Division 14 Ajax league in Netherlands or in Czech Republic. They go into some random country on their 3rd, 4th division and think, oh, I've made it, I'm in Europe now. It's like, no, mate, now you've just ruined your career. Grant Walker says, can't say African, remember African or white too. No, but they've had a lot of African players in Chelsea over time. They've had a lot of African players at Chelsea over time. Unless I'm all over the shop. They have a lot of fans from Africa, which is what I'm probably thinking about. When you look at those big clubs, they've actually got that you can look where, and that's because of Didier Drogba, but dot ball. That's because I think I'm also thinking about the fans there, but they still have had some players over time. Majority. Anyway. Because Liverpool have a problem with when African Cup of Nations start. Absolutely. I think Mohamed Salah's gone. I think they've got 3 or 4 players out, but they're only going to miss 2 players. Brentford, 2 games. Brentford and someone else. Declan Smith says, didn't Carlos Tevez leave United for City or the other way around? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He left Man United for Man City. Daniel Bay says, apparently Grealish is in a bit of bother again, Blaze. Something to do with going to the pub, was it? Mate, Grealish is awesome. Yeah, it's a dot ball. How's Villa doing right now, actually? How is Villa doing? This has turned into a bit of a football stream, but I guess that's what happens when this game is so shit that now we're just talking about whatever sport kind of comes up in the chat. This is what I was saying yesterday, guys. Sometimes we'll have streams where we're focused and so in on the sport. Like last night, the last hour, I wouldn't have given a shit about talking about Premier League. But now when there's nothing going on, you're just like, well, we already know the winner. How's Villa doing? Villa are 11th now, okay. Geez. Okay, that's actually an interesting relegation battle, at least this year. At least that's an interesting relegation battle. That's going to be another dot ball. Fatima says 28 runs, the most impossible score. 554. It's outrageous. Guys, they still need another 300 runs to add on to this, FYI. If you just want to throw it out there, they still need another 300 runs on top of this to win this game. Daniel Bay says, Villa are reverting back to tie. Yes, I know. Yeah, I saw. Kind of seen that. Declan Smith says, West Ham are in a terrible run of form at the moment. What did I say? What did I say? It's a long season. What did I say? Grant Walker says, holy crumpet, how boring is the Ashes? We're talking about the damn Premier League. Well, it would have been, if we didn't go on that tear last night, which was so exciting, but if we didn't go on that full wicket tear last night, this would have been interesting. You know, we would have still been watching on here as, if they didn't have an under-10s player in Hamid out there every single innings, maybe we might be still out here, and it might only be 154. You know, like, oh, double. Kurt Mezzi says, Australia in a lot of trouble. See, this is what I love, right? And I know you're talking shit. I know you're joking. But this is what I love. Is that at the time yesterday, people come on here, they slap me up, they say, Australia, big trouble. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, and I say, no, no, no. No, 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 relax. And they're like, no, you're wrong. Australia in trouble. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm not wrong. Australia in trouble. And then the day after, all those people don't turn up anymore. Where's Martin? Where's Martin? Where's his champagne? Where's his champagne? But yes, Australia in big, big trouble. Kurt Mezzies. Ryan Cycles says, do you rate Leicester with Schmeichel, Vardy, Tillemans, etc., even though Man City just won 6-3? Well, I was saying before the season that Leicester weren't going to do well. You go back and have a look at my Premier League predictions video. I really do want to stream Premier League again, but it's just like, there's not much viewership on the channel for it. But, you know, Leicester currently, what are they? Where are they? They're 10th place. I did say they were probably going to be lucky to be making the top 8. And everyone was like, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. Leicester aren't as good as they once were. It doesn't mean they won't be good next year, but in the same sense, you've got to remember kind of what kind of club they actually are. So Bairstow, that's a double. Joshua Layton says, perfect setup for an Englishman to become a hero. Oh, here we go. Ian Botham come out in a similar position with his Ashes, nearly wrapped up by Aussie. He smashed a century, then took 7 wickets. Botham's Ashes. Okay. Okay. England trail by 28 runs, and Joe Root is not Botham. England are shite, and they lead. They only. Sorry, they don't lead. They are trailing by 28 runs. They have not got 200. They've not got 300 in the entire series so far. Joshua. 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 Listen to me. Listen to me. Not a single time have they got over. Have they got over 300 in this series? By them getting 300. That's only putting them at 220. FYI. They're at 5 for 54. And you're talking to me about the bloody bottom. What is wrong with you, man? What do you want, a job with Channel 7? What do you want a job with Fox Sports? I can't talk shit about Channel 7. I haven't been listening to them. But what do you want, a job with Fox Sports? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Ryan says, Leicester remind me of the Cronulla Sharks. Why? Grant Walker says, how can a country invent a sport? Is that just because they both won in 2016? Grant Walker says, how can a country invent a sport and then not be good at it? England go, invent something else. Connor says, there's so many channels for Premier League on YouTube, harder to compete. Yeah, it is what it is though, man. You know? I do it because I enjoy it. Like, I don't really necessarily give too much of a shit about... It's just like, I don't want to sit there... With my channel, man, I'm always talking. I don't sit there and eat. I don't sit there and just watch the game. You know, I'm always thinking of something else to talk about. And if I sit there for 5 seconds, I feel awkward as shit. 'Cause I'm like, oh shit, what do I talk about? What do I talk about? And I feel like an idiot. A lot of other channels just literally sit there and watch it, and then they'll specifically commentate the game, and they'll read a chat every 5-10 minutes when they get something. Or you know, it's very different. Oh, good shot. That's a good pull through there. It's gonna be a single there for Roots. He'll be on 24. I mentioned it before, boys. Derby and Forest are bigger clubs than Leicester. Forest, I would say, are. I'd say Forest are. I'll never like Derby after Wayne Rooney played for him and coached him. But yeah, it's not about having a heap of people on. It's just about having a frequent flow of conversation in the chat. So when it's 2-3 in the morning and I've got a mainly Australian audience, it's very difficult to have that constant flow in the chat. I could easily watch it like I do, like I watched United get to a 1-1 draw this morning and be lucky to get that 1-1 draw. And I don't need to feel like I have to go on a stream to do it. Bairstow 3 from 14. Oh! So close. So Greeny Bowen here, and that was a good bowl. That was very, very lucky there for Bairstow. My God. It went up, but it drops in. Yeah, Green Bowl and Root is a very good battle. Absolutely. Well, it's a very good battle if you're Cameron Green. That's so lucky that was going gully. That's so lucky. That's right. I forgot to do the remember the ducks for the members. I'll do that tonight. I forgot to do the ducks for the members and the gifts, and that's going to be a good hit. Oh no! Sorry, I thought that was hit a lot better up the centre. Declan Smith says, big up Newcastle drawing with United. Yeah, considering that obviously Man City beat them 4-0 last week. And yet United, remember when United were telling saying they were going to win the league? Actually, remember Stephen? You remember Stephen on the channel when we were doing Premier League streams? He kept saying that United were absolutely going to be beating Man City and that I should I shouldn't hold my breath for City to win, or that United would be up by 5 points by Christmas. Well, where are they right now? Where are United right now? Are they there? Hello? Are you there? I'm going to see. Going to see streaming video games. Not really, man. I'm so busy doing different sports that not really, but I wouldn't mind doing like a BKR gaming channel. But in the same sense, it'd just be sporting games, to be fair. The old Stephen, Declan Smith, the old Stevens. Like I was playing, just before I came out here, I was playing a bit of Rugby League Live 4. Have never played that game before. It's really awkward to play. Like, it's nowhere near an NBA 2K or a MLB The Show or FIFA kind of deal, but it's still, at least it's a Rugby League game, I guess, but it's still pretty shithouse. But I don't mind. I don't mind playing sport games. Scotty Boland! Scotty Boland! He's only bowled 1 over. He's got 2 wickets and 1 ball given up. 1 run given up. 2 wickets, 1 run given up with the 1 over bowl for the old Scotty Boland. Would you ever cover darts? I've actually had this question a lot recently. I don't think so. I would vlog it. If you guys are new to the channel, you don't know, I actually do vlogs at games half the time, but the last 2 years has been difficult for vlogs. But if you go back and have a look through my channel, you can tell the difference between a stream thumbnail and a vlog thumbnail, where I actually go to the game and I get crazy and wild and whatnot. And next year there'll be a lot more of this. We're only 3 days away from next year, to be fair, but next year there'll be a lot more vlogs, and I'm back in Oz. Oh my God! Bro, Boland should have been 3 for 1. Boland should have been 3 for 1. You are shitting me. Oh, Cameron Green has just dropped that. That should have been 3 for 1. That was Root. That was Root gone. Oh, bro, that's so on. Oh, bro, you should be catching that. I'm sorry, Cameron Green. You're a great fielder, but you need to be catching that. Yikes. I know it was a big hit, but in the same sense, he needs to be getting that. Damn it. Anybody says, yep, I like Stevie, if only for his cheat. Well, it's just that it was so repetitive. It's like I'd put him in a place and then he would just say the same thing. But like, I've already spoken to you about this. Like, I already told you you're a moron for that statement. Like, you know, why are you saying the same thing to make yourself look like a moron again? Like, it's like, I love when United fans, they have the audacity to talk about money and financial aspects, and it's just like, you do realise how much United have spent in the last 10 years compared to Man City, mind you. Money doesn't guarantee success, boom, boom. Money doesn't guarantee success, boom, boom. Have a look at Monaco. Have a look at... I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. So, Rui here on 24. Good shot. Cameron Grant's very frustrating, man. That drop. Very frustrating. Grant Walker says, Man United should be in the title race. But Ollie was rubbish and ruined our chances. Oh, no, Grant. No, Grant, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Declan Smith says, United have spent more than City in the last 5 years. Bingo! But it's all money, right? Because money guarantees success. Money gives you the opportunity for success. Jimmy James says that was Bairstow he dropped. Oh, it was Bairstow. Okay, oh, they must have gone for a run then. That's right. He must have gone for a run. Because I saw that Root was on strike, so it must have just been the fact that they went for a single. All right, another crack at Bairstow here. Boland! Oh, double. Boland really well here. 2 for 5. That's so frustrating that he dropped him though. Declan Smith says, imagine the BKR Sport with a Man City career mode. Well, you wouldn't do that though. Like, you do some... But then again, everyone does it where they go all the way back to Division 17 and use Accrington and Stanley, you know? Like, they go back to... back in the day, it was called the N Power. think it was N-Power League 3. N-Power League 3, because now, I think even N-Power League 2, because it was Championship, N-Power League 1, N-Power League 2. It's not that no more. And, oh my god, that was, yeah! Scotty Boland got him! Oh, that took a while, but he got him. Scotty Boland, how good is this man? They'll review this. They'll have to review this because it took him a long time to go up there. He reviewed it straight away. It took him a long time. I don't think this has gone here, but he's called him out here. It's a fair delivery. It's a fair delivery. They're 6 for 60. So Bairstow has gone up immediately, but I think he's gone up immediately because the umpire called it so late. No, that doesn't hit bat. There's no bat there. It's just if this is too high. It's just if this is too high. It's going to be interesting. I think that's shaping down. I think he's going to be gone here. I think he's going to be gone here. This looks like it's shaping down here and not going up further. But there's no edge there. There's no edge there. I think this is gone here. I think Boland's going to get a wicket here. I think Boland's going to get a wicket here. I think it's going to hit. I think this is going to hit. And yes! Na 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 boom boom na 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 boom boom hey 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 get off my field na 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 boom boom na 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 boom boom hey 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 get off my goddamn field. This is over by the first session, that's right. We've only been here for not even an hour. We've already seen a few wickets. So Scotty Boland having a fantastic test here at the MCG. Fantastic. Didn't bowl great on that first day, but still got a wicket. And now he's got 3 wickets to his name already in 1.5 overs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Connor says, Root gone. No, that was Bairstow. Like I said, with this England team, man, Root's going to stay in, and it's just going to be next man, next man, next man. He's just going to see the London Bridge keep falling down around him. I don't even know why. It did take a long time to consider that, and I think they would have DRS'd it. To be fair. Let's go, Scotty Boland. Grant Walker says, yes, but when you pay 80 mil for Maguire, that's like saying England will win this match. What a waste of money. How much did you guys pay for Alexis Sanchez? I remember when United fans were so happy they stole Sanchez from us, and it was like, bro. It was like, bro. Like, it was good. At the time, it was great at Arsenal, but it was just so ridiculous. It was ridiculous, kind of the money that they were throwing up there for Sanchez. That was one of my most famous, my most favourite steals in regards to a transfer window, man. I think that was my most favourite. Thank you very much, Raj Khanna, for subscribing. So 6-60 right now, and Josh Butler comes in here. Guys, don't forget to smack that thumbs up button, subscribe around here. Subscribe if you're new around here. Fatima says, you suck. I suck. Oh, cool. Cool. I do suck. I don't suck that much, but, like, you could argue it. You could definitely argue that I suck. Yeah, absolutely. Shane says it was a swap deal. The Qatarian. What? Sixers fan says it's kind of bullshit with the impact umpires calling the wickets umpires call. Absolutely, I hate umpires call, as I said yesterday, but it is what it is, because we had to deal with yesterday's one, so let's deal with today's one. Jimmy James, but that was easily gone. Shit, that's my microphone going everywhere. That's my microphone going everywhere. And, oh my god, we nearly got it again. We nearly just got Butler. We nearly just got Josh Butler. Scott Boland right now is bowling Boland. Honestly, I want people who have just tuned into this live stream right now. Firstly, hit the thumbs up button because we've got 99 people watching with 32 likes. But bowling Boland should be winning that poll. Bowling Boland should be winning the poll in the chat. Fatima says, sorry, no England. Well, they definitely do suck. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So Cameron Green comes in now. Connor says, Sanchez got the fridge door changed in dressing room. It was making him cold. And, you know, Jimmy James says, if the umpire said not out, that would have stood. Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, yeah. I didn't even think about that one. Probably because I was just too happy that Scotty Boland's flying right now. Cameron Green, and that's going to be good fielding. Yeah, 450, that's the one, Grant Walker. It wasn't about the actual transfer fee, it was the £450,000 per week. Wowie. Wow. Marcel Moose says hi. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. Six fans, I reckon Lime won't bowl today. I won't need to at this rate. I don't even know if we bat today, lads. We trail by 22 runs. I don't even know if we... I think we're going to get a 10-wicket haul, nearly. I think we're going to win by 10... We've already won by 9 wickets. We then proceed to win by 250 runs or whatever at Adelaide. And now we're probably going to get a 10-wicket win here. But you know what I want to ask you guys in the chat? Who do you select now? If Hazelwood's fit, Richo's fit, and Boland's fit, who do you select? Boland's bowling incredibly right now. Boland's got 3 wickets to his name. And if it's at the MCG, I want to throw this option out there. The game at the SCG's cancelled, and they have to move it to the MCG for the 4th test. So I want to throw this out there. Who do you select? If it's at the MCG, I'd nearly consider doing Boland. At the MCG, I'd nearly consider Boland right now. Especially considering that we've won the series already. Like we've won the series already, lads. We've won, right? we've won the series already, right? So, you got to remember that like there's not really much point if we can let Hazelwood rest up for another one. You know, we've got I'd imagine a decent series against Pakistan. You know, hopefully resting up for a little bit later. Yeah, rest Starkey. Chop Starkey needs a rest. Yeah, I agree. I don't mind that. He does need a rest, especially with his back. I agree with that one. And good oh, that's going to be a single. No, sorry, not even a single. I'm going to put the brightness up a little bit here. It's been raining the last couple of days here in Fiji. Let's put that on bright. I definitely will be showing the stars. Sorry, the who's playing tonight? The Scorchers versus Thunder game. James says yet another embarrassment. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Grant Walker says play your under 19s to make the series more even. It's probably a good shout. I reckon you're onto something there. And that's going to be a dot ball. I just want to see Marcus Harris come back out so he can hit 6 to win the game. Can't drop Cummins because he's captain. Well, you're not going to drop Cummins. Cummins is going to stay out there regardless. You still want to win 5-0, so you do got to consider that. But you do have the option of bringing back Hayes. I would keep Hazelwood rested if he's still not feeling completely 100%. And if Richo's feeling it, then you can bring in Richo and keep Boland in. Declan says England to win 100%. They are going to win the battle of the losers, and they win that one very well, very well. They're very good at that one. Very good at that one. Absolutely. But how good's Boland been? Declan Smith said, I think we could play 14-year-olds and still beat England. Mate, I was about to say we are. Oh, that would be insulting my team, though. Sixers fans says Boland has 3 wickets and 2 overs. I know, it's incredible. It's wild. This is what I'm saying. Like that. I think my favourite one, though, was the night watchman bowling of Jackie Leach. We just slapped it through. August's Fiji test team could challenge England. Mate, I reckon it'd be a good one. Because obviously there's a large Indian population over here, so I guarantee you they probably could give it a slap up. Paddy Cat says, should get a play the match poll going around. I like your thought process, Paddy Cat, because we probably won't be on stream for much longer. So you're on something there. You're a thinker, mate. You're a thinker. And that's a shot, but that's a dot ball. You know what? I'm going to have to end this poll. I'm going to have to put a player of the match. Once we get to 50 likes, I'll do the player of the match poll. How about that one? And once we get to 40 likes, let's get 7 more likes. Let's get 7 more likes on this video. Thumbs it up, and then we'll get the player of the match poll going around. Beautiful. There we go. And Boland will absolutely be on there. But I love that. Will England ever not embarrass themselves against Daddy Australian cricket? The winner after 91 votes was Godno with 37%. We did have Boland with 31%. Good vote that one. Get Off My Damn Field with 23%, fair enough. And then England Schmingland with 7%. English Schmingland. It's a good name, that. England Schmingland. Usman Adam says, look, honestly, we all know Australia win the Ashes to stop capping. 1, who are you? And 2, what's going on there? What are you talking about, buddy? Who's this guy? Who invited this dude here? What are you talking about? Ryan Zarga says player of the match is Boland or Harris, probably. Hey, don't ruin it. So Joe Root here on 28 from 57. Scotty Boland. Double. Who invited this dude? What are you talking about? Oh, gee whiz. So just waiting here basically to... I don't even know what we're waiting here for. I just want to see if they can get to the 82 or not. That's all I'm waiting here for. That's what I'm here waiting for. James says, stop referring to us as England, but instead Root and Anderson. Yeah, fair enough, man. Hey! Scotty Boland, you are my dad. If you don't vote Scotty Boland in the chat, then you're getting banned. You're getting banned. I'm banning anyone. Oh no, I've just put a poll in the chat that's not actually asking anything. Oh. I just put a poll in the chat that's not actually asking anything. It was just a yes or a no. I've got to put a different poll up. Hold on 1 second here. So Boland will get it. Hold on, I'm going to put a who is player of the test. Hold on 1 second. I still got to do the na-na-na-na. Scotty Boland. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just doing this in the chat. We've got Marcus Harris, absolutely. Marcus Harris. We're gonna have to go with. Shit, I don't even know who's the other ones that I can go with here. To be fair, lads. Scotty Boland. Oh, Mitchy Stark has to be there. Mitchy Stark, and then let's go with Roman Hussain. Let's go with Roman Hussain. There we go, Roman Hussain. Yeah, Cummins is one there, but I'm going to put Roman Hussain there. Anyone who's a part of this chat regularly will know who that is. That Adam twat is probably Root's cousin. Like, I don't understand. He came in here to say Australia's going to win. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. I've been saying it like the whole time. But na 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 ba-dum na na ba-dum hey goodbye na 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 ba-dum na 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 ba-dum hey Joe Root is not a captain. Get off my field. Callum Ricketts says, I don't think Boland will get it. England will walk off the pitch. Honestly, man, I don't know how long they last here. This is actually humiliating, this. This is really humiliating. Colin McEwen says Boland for a 5-wicket haul. You cannot drop a man on a 5-wicket haul. This is why I said Richo didn't get dropped. Richo was injured. That's why he's not here. He's injured right now. And Scotty Boland has got the shout because of that. Because Richo's injured and because Hazel was injured, Scotty Boland's been able to come in here and absolutely bloody slap it. Just absolutely slap it. This is just extraordinary. It's marvellous. Simply marvellous. Simply marvellous. James says, Cummins has bowled well as well. Cummins has been fantastic, but we needed to put Roman Hussain in. Roman was the player of the series. He took... yeah. Hold on, that's going to be the new pin comment. Roman was the player of the series. He took the wicket of Marcus Harris. He did. He did, in fact, do it. He's right. He is absolutely right there, John Smith. Connor says, who would England drop? They need the numbers for the next game. Who would England drop? Hamid, for one. Hamid is the main one to be thinking about there. You'd be looking at... No, realistically, you'd just be looking at Hamid, man. There's not much else you can do. So, Scotty Boland here has got 4 wickets, 5 runs given up through 2.4 overs. I know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Scotty Boland. Oh, my God. Reese Tahana says, can't wait till India comes back and gets pumped by this outfit. Get around the Aussies. Get around the Aussies. Sean Feehan says, Boland nearly has more wickets than runs he's conceded. I know, it's crazy. Through 2.5 overs. I think he's on for... Honestly, this guy could get 6 right now. This guy, the way he's bowling in this test, he could get 6. He could get 6. 4 for 5 is absolutely outrageous. And by the way, we got a couple of quackity-quacks on potential here. Quackity-quacks on potential! We want a quackity-quack. We want a quackity-quack. We just want a quackity-quack. Bum, 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 bum. Give us a quackity-quack. Bum, 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 bum. Sixers fans bowling to take the last 3 wickets. I sense it. Oh, mate. If he ended on a 7, if he got 7, oh, my God. Connor says Root got de-rooted. Mate, we rooted him on international TV. Boland rooted this man. He rooted this man on international TV. He rooted him. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So 7 for 61 here, 25 overs bowled. Thumbs up, subscribe. Scotty Boland. What a man. Like, he's just so inspirational. He's just so inspirational. Would not have got a shout. Oh, also, by the way, guys, 1 second here. Dot ball coming green. I did notice before that the thing is, I don't believe there's a wicket until I see it now, because obviously some people talk shit, some people tell you there's a wicket and whatnot. Don't say it in the chat until after it's happened, because simply, one, you'll get timed out for 300 seconds, and two, it's because people are trying to listen to my reaction or my commentary to let them know what's going on. And this doesn't update, I don't believe, before I say it. So please just wait until I commentate it before commenting in the chat. Some people just need to know, but it's always going to happen. And that's why I encourage you guys, even if you see wicket in the chat, don't necessarily believe it. Just wait until I say it. Big Bubba says, how long until England field a decent team? I've been asking myself that for 27 years, mate. Sixers fans, sorry, Hazelwood, you're going to have to sit out the next test or come in for Starkey. Fatima says, I don't know what is more surprising. England not all out 50 runs, or Hamid didn't get a duck. It's a good question. It's a really good question. I couldn't answer it. 21 runs through, because we aren't going to have to bat, lads. Remember the shit talk that England were giving us in the second session yesterday? Remember when they were all here talking a big old game? When they were talking a big old game in the chat? Oh, man. The scenes. The scenes. John Smith says, we're going to win by an innings after we were in bed. Big trouble. Australia, big trouble. You can't, like, I'll be honest though, like, for anyone who's talking shit about Root, you can't really talk shit about Root here. You know, there's nothing wrong with Root. Captaincy-wise, yes, but in the same sense, there's no better captain right now. You definitely can't be putting it in Stokes. That's going to be good fielding. There's no one else to captain right now, so you'd leave Joe Root in. You can't really denounce Root. You can say he's a terrible captain, but there's no point changing the captaincy off him. Otherwise, you'll just get India problems, and India, well, they're still doing well, but in the same sense, you'll still get the problems that India are facing right now with the Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma situation. Plus, obviously, the fact that there's no one better right now. Not that he's good. Six fans, if England get bowled out for under 100, that's just the icing on the cake. Shot! All right, Joss Butler. It's a good shot. That's a good fall there. It's a good boundary. Graham Walker says, England keeps showing the damn Ashes series when they won 2-1 in England 2003-2005. They just live in the past. Oh, I've noticed that with the Australian broadcast too, is that they've referred to 1956 or something when they won. And I was like, why? Why? It just doesn't make sense. Like, why are you trying... Like, I get it, but, like, why? Because no one who's English is watching this right now. They're only here in this stream to have a bit of a laugh and talk a bit of shit. No one's actually watching this game for the genuine part of the game. The genuine validity of the game, I'll say. Strauss and Cook opening partnership was next levels. James. That was like 80 years ago. That's like 1,200 years ago. I'm pretty certain that Moses was around when Strauss and Cook were opening the partnership for England. Moses. I think the seas were parted on the same day that Strauss and Cook were opening for England. The seas were parted. Gee whiz. Just think back to that time all you like. But right now we're slapping. We're slapping. So, they've only got... who else have they got to come in here? Because Leach is already gone. I can't even think who else they've got. Oh, Boland here. Boland! Oh, he's gone! Quackity quack, mother bish! That's 5, baby. Bing bong, bing bong, bing 5 on debut. Get that shit right in your face. And it's a quackity quack. We want a quackity quack, bum bum. We got a quackity quack, bum bum. Here's a quackity, there is a quackity, England quackity, quack, quack, quack. Here is a quackity, quack, bum, bum. There is a quackity, quack, bum, bum. Here is a quackity, there is a quackity, there is an England quack, quack, bum, bum. Na 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 na. No, this is stupid. Like, this is stupid, England. England, you're pissing me off. This is so stupid. Na 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 na, bottom bottom, na 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 na, bottom bottom. Hey hey hey, goodbye, bottom bottom, na 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 na, bottom bottom, na 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 na, bottom bottom. Hey hey hey, quackity quack. Also, can someone please let me know how many more ducks do England need to have the most in a calendar year? Because I'm pretty certain they're close. What is the most ducks in a calendar year? Anyone who did not vote for Scotty Boland, you should be illegal. However, doesn't seem like England will be able to equal the world record of registering the most number of ducks by test in a calendar year, because the record is 54 and England just has to play one more innings this year. But what are they on now? What is England currently on? Because they've just had 3, haven't they not? Yeah, this is their 3rd. We can see 3 quackity quacks right here, mother bitch. A quackity quack, a quackity quack, and a quackity quack down there. And we still got more to come, don't you worry. Good on Boland. Has he leapfrogged Nisa? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Roman's a good shout though, John. Roman is a good shout, but 5 for 5. How good? This is ridiculous. They've still got James Anderson and Ollie Robinson here on the duck. Come on. England's on 53, I think. Oh, they're 1 away. If we can get 2 more ducks, if we get them on 2 more ducks here, then that means that they get the most ever. That means they get the most ever. Oh my god, every single delivery, this guy's crazy. 5 for 5 right now is Boland. 5 for goddamn 5. Can we get 50 likes before the end of this goddamn game right now? And 40 likes. Can we get 50 likes before the end of the game? Gee whiz. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Sarkis says Blaze. That's me. That is me. Eddie says this has my end by the end of the day. End of the day? End of the session, mate. End of the session. Oh, he's gone! He's on 6! This is incredible! We want a quackity quack, boom, boom. We want a quackity quack, boom, boom. This is embarrassing. Please get off my field. Head off to London, quackity quack, boom, boom. We want a quackity quack, boom, boom. We want a quackity quack, boom, boom. This is embarrassing. You're a bunch of knobs. Please get back on the plane to London, boom, boom. That's 6. And that now ties it. I'm pretty certain that now ties it. My duck England under the... This is actually ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. They are dead set not going to get the 80. They are not going to get the 80. We're 1 wicket away. And Scotty Boland could get the 7, like I said. Guys, buddy, spam the chat with ducks right now. Spam the chat with those ducks that we can see in the chat right now. Gee whiz. Gee, this is ridiculous. Scotty Boland, have my children, mate. Have my goddamn children, Scotty Boland. Have my children... You incredible human being. I think this guy is out of this world. Scotty Boland. This is ridiculous. That's 4 ducks in this innings, guys. That's 4 ducks in this innings. This is stupid. This is stupid. He says England is going to all that say they have COVID and back up. The ducks on the chat. Dearie me, the duckaruno's in the chat. Ducks in the chat. Say ducks in the chat. Bottom bum bum quack quack in the chat. Say quack quack in the chat. How good is this? All you shit talking English coming on my stream yesterday. Talking shit to me, saying that Australia in big trouble. Where are you now, mother bish? Where are you now? So Anderson here. He comes in. The last wicket. We only need 1 more wicket here. Anderson on 0. 4 same families says, can you sing the duck song? Mate, we want a quackity quack. That's all I'll say. We want a quackity quack, and we got a quackity quack. This is actually outrageous. If people have not tuned into this test today and yesterday at the end, this has been an unbelievable test to watch. Connor says, England duck. No, not that duck. No, they didn't duck. There's plenty of ducks here, though. Plenty of ducks on offer. John Smith says, Ollie Robinson was hoping it was a no ball, then he realised he's facing actual pro bowlers. Come on. We want another quackity quack. We want a quackity quack. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. This test is going to be over in under 2.5 days. Crazy. Yep. Under 2.5 days. Not even 2.5. 2 days, 1 session. So Scotty Boland here, James Anderson on a duck, and oh, he's gotten off the duck, you dog. He's gotten off the duck, you dog. Can someone please get me the number? Please get me the number of ducks that England have gotten this year, because I think the highest was 54. And that was by them, mind you. Back in, I think, whenever it was, 90s or something like that. Trucking Down says, 8 for 65, at least the Pommies are consistent. Well, they're more than that now. Vigo says, nah, has he got the best figures for someone on debut? I think he would nearly have to. 6 for 7 right now, and Doppel, 6 for 7. Like, this is it's ridiculous. Through 3.4 overs, he's 3.5 overs, 6 for 7. 6 wickets for 7 runs. He better streams than Warzone soon. Oh, I could have actually arguably done the Chicago Bulls game at 1 o'clock, but unfortunately I can't. Yeah, Martin's unfortunately can't be contacted right now, John Smith. I will be doing the BBL tonight, guys. If I hadn't realised this, I would have just set up the Chicago Bulls streams to do after this. Like so 9 for 67 right now. And top ball. They need 15 more runs to send us out to bat. They need 15 more runs to send us out to bat, lads. What do you reckon? The draw? You reckon a draw's a chance here? Also, just an FYI, Scotty Boland's only the 4th ever Indigenous player for the Australians. The 4th ever Indigenous player for the Australians, and this is what he's doing right now. Unbelievable, man. You got to really appreciate it. You just really got to appreciate what he's doing. Unbelievable. So England trail by 15 runs right now. I reckon they can win. I reckon they can win. I reckon they got it. James says Silverwood really needs to go weekend us in white ball cricket and well red ball. I don't even need to. James, it's a good game right now. It's a good game. This is a really enjoyable game right now. I hope you're enjoying, James. I hope you're enjoying. Ah, Martin. Connor says England should be given ducks instead of caps. Oh no, they got plenty of ducks in their names. Don't worry. They got plenty of ducks in their names. Grant Walker says, what's an Indigenous person? What? Sorry? What is an Indigenous person? Every country has Indigenous. What are you talking about? So 9 for 67 here. 27.1 overs gone. Google's a great feature for questions that you don't know. Google's a very, very good feature. So Butler is 4 for 12 here. Scotty Boland, what a day. Harry Wick says, do you think the Boland will be swapped with Hazelwood if he's fit after Scott's performance? No, I don't think you can drop a man who's just got 6 wickets. Amelia Casey says hi. Hello, Amelia. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, he's gone! No, he's not. He's dropped him. He's dropped him. I thought he got him. But he did not. He did not. Cameron Green, he has had a really good economy, though. His economy's been great. Amelia Casey says hi. Hello, Amelia. Don't worry, in about 5 minutes' time, we're going to be saying bye. Connor says, person who was there before someone else's. Al Max says, England need to raid South Africa for some more players. They're on their way. Can we give England Joe Burns? I think they need another duck. It's a good shout. You know, it is a good shout. Can we ask for them to follow on for the next test here, do you reckon? So that's a single there for Butler. Well done. Well done. Do you guys think that we could ask England to just follow on for the next test, for the 4th test of the series right now? It's a good shout. It's a really good shout. This last 2 days has been nuts, though. Fraser Lumps, what on earth did I just wake up to? You woke up to something, alright. Oh, you woke up to something. You woke up to Scotty Boland getting the lube out and then saying, oh no, sorry, we don't need the lube, throwing it away, and then proceeding to root the English team. Root them. Real hard. Real hard. Grant Walker says, will Australia beat England in the ODI? Mate, Australia own England. Do we play the English do we play English in ODI? I don't think we do. I think we have New Zealand next. Australia cricket. I don't think we do. This is crazy, humiliating, but and oh! Bingo! And that is, we win by an innings and 14 runs. You are a Muppet cricket team. You are dead set the biggest Muppet cricket team I have ever seen in my life. We have just won by an innings and 14 runs. We have just won by an innings and 14 goddamn runs. I have been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes, guys. And when I started streaming, England were 4 for 54. England were 4 for 54. And now, they're not 4 for 54. What a joke. What a joke. What happened to England coming back? Remember when I was being told it was Australia in trouble? Oh, dear me. Alrighty, so, I could still stream the Chicago Bulls, to be fair. I could do it. Unbelievable. It's already started. It only started, so no, I can't do it now. But obviously, fantastic performance here by the Australians. I just love how yesterday was full of my chat just telling me that Australia suck and that we're not batting well. And they didn't have a clue what they were talking about. How about this one right now, baby boy? Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We will be back for the next test, whether it's at the SCG or at the MCG. I will stream tonight for the BBL. I'll just make sure I've got plenty of time right now. I expected to be here for another 8 hours, or 6 hours, sorry. I expected to be here for at least another 6 hours, but obviously not. Jay Hayes didn't even wake up in time. So tonight's game is the Thunder versus the Perth Scorchers. Yep, the Thunder versus the Perth Scorchers. So I will stream that in the BBL. Like I said, I'll be streaming the next Ashes game in Sydney or the MCG whenever it's on. 54 is the record. Okay, so they got 54 then. I think they got 54. I think that was their 54. Tommy says, I just checked the score and this is the best England can do. Yep, this was what England put up. This is what England put up. They lost by an innings and 14 runs. It was a fast stream for an Ashes game, Eddie. Absolutely. It was a fast stream for an Ashes game. But Connor says, congratulations to Australia from Ireland. Brilliant performance. Thank you very much. David Evidence is unbelievable. England just lost by an innings and 14 runs. Congratulations, Australia. 3-0. Probably 5-0. I would say it's more than likely going to be 5. We can't even take this seriously right now. Connor says, did Australia get the earn today? I'm not even too sure, to be completely honest with you, man. All I know is that this was one of the most... I'd say this was the most humiliating English performance that I've seen in a very long time, if not ever. For me, in my life, anyway. This was done in less than 2.5 days. We didn't even get through session 1 on day number 3. We won the toss. We elected to bowl. We sent England out to bat. They got bowled out for 185. And then we thought, okay, we just need to get 350. We didn't get 350, and we only got 267. And people were coming into this stream telling me that Australia was shithouse and the batting was not great, and then we're going to lose. And then I said, well, hold on a second, moron. Like, that's not how it works. You're a moron. I know you're a moron. It's okay to be a moron, but please stop being a moron. Anyway, we come back out. We get 4 wickets on the end of on day 2, and then we go out and get 6 wickets in the first hour and 20 minutes of day 3. Like, it's just ridiculous. It is. It's stupid. It is. Almax says, what change can England make? Actually, yeah, I'll sit around and talk for a little bit, I guess. So, obviously, the first one you'd think about in regards to making changes is Hamid's gone. Hamid has to go. You'd put David Malan up. Hamid has to go. I don't care who they bring in. I don't care if they bring in, I've got English roots, so you may as well bring in me at this stage. But David Malan, you push him up there alongside Crawley. Crawley's only had 1 test. Everyone performed badly, so you can't really blame Crawley for that 1 test. You can't really blame him for that 1 test, so I'll be putting David Malan up alongside Crawley. You'd put Joe Root probably 3rd. You'd put Ben Stokes in 4 and Bairstow in 5. And then you start to get down to, Josh Butler and whatnot. But, yeah, in regards to bowling, not bringing Stuart Broad was stupid. It was always stupid. Said at the beginning, say it now. It was stupid not to bring Stuart Broad. James Anderson was bowling fantastic, so he'll stay in there. If you don't drop Ollie Robinson, you're a moron team. But then again, we know you're a moron team because, thank you. It's ridiculous that we just witnessed what we did. But, yeah, I'd be taking Robinson and sending him home. I would be bringing in Stuart Broad again. And I'd keep all these pace bowlers, to be fair. I would really keep all these pace bowlers. Mark Wood did fine. He did pretty decently. Obviously, James Henry. You can't blame the bowling here. They bowled us out for 267. You can't blame the bowlers on this one. But Robinson's still not great. Don't get me wrong. You can still blame Robinson a little bit because he bowls 100 no balls every single time. But you can't blame the bowlers for this loss. They got beaten by an innings and 14 runs. That's their batters. And the batters is the biggest question mark throughout this entire series so far. They need better batters. Hamid is setting his team up for failure. Rory Burns was setting his team up for failure. You need openers that are going to stick in for a little bit. But the thing is, with Australia, is that we've got Marcus Harris and David Warner, right? So Marcus Harris has been terrible for two tests now. 4 innings. He comes in and he gets a 76. And that's really good. And David Warner only goes for 38, right? But we've got 2 guys there that even if one of them isn't great, we still have Marnus Labuschagne, who comes in 3rd, the best number 1 batter in the world. Then we have Stevie Smith, who comes in as the 3rd best batter in the world in number 4. Then we start to move down, and we've still got Travis Head, who comes in, who's in the top 10 as well. David Warner is also in the top 10 from the opener. That's the thing. We've got such a deep bang lineup. And then you get to Alex Carey, who can still have a bat. Then you get to Cameron Green, who's not so much at the bat, though. You get to Paddy Cummins and Mitchie Stark, who are still fantastic. you know, it's still fantastic with the bat. We saw yesterday Cummins still went for about 25 odd. And then we're going to have a look at Stark, who got like 15 odd, 20 odd. So, like, you know, everyone can bat here. And then you go get Scotty Boland, and Scotty Boland still got, I think, 6 runs or something like that. But obviously, Scott Boland, man of the match easy, 6-wicket haul. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Connor says we also give a duck for free from the helpline. Sixers fans, such a massive break to the next test. When's the next test? I think the 5th of January, I think it is. I think it's like in a week, isn't it? Is it next Thursday? It could actually be next Thursday because it's Thursday, Friday. I'll have a look here. We got time. It's not like I'm stressed with time right now. So the next one is on January 5th. So when is that? What day would that be? So that's 8 days actually. I just realised it's 31st this year. This month. Shannon Humphrey says then we have the Captain Pack. Well, yeah, I just mentioned that. Grant Walker says, why not try Marshall or Maxwell instead of Green? Because Green's bowling's been good, but you could argue it. You can do whatever you want right now, but Green's young, man. You may as well keep him in. For next Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Interesting, that's on Wednesday, because obviously this ended in 2.5 days, so that wouldn't even see the weekend if that was the case. That's why going on a Thursday is probably better. Doing it on a Thursday is probably better, because at least you'll see the weekend no matter what, because there's no way a game is over in 2 days. No way a game is over in 2 days there. Navin Kumar said if bowlers step up, their batters too step up in their failure. If the bowlers step up, their batters too step up in their failure. The batters didn't step up. The bowlers did step up in this tournament, in this test. Sorry, the bowlers did well. 267 is not fantastic, but the bowlers still did their job here. That was a great total for them to keep Australia to. It was great. Like I said, we had everyone talking shit about Australia yesterday about this scoreline, and I was like, hold on, relax. But whatever. Humphrey says, yeah, it's in January next year. It is in January next year. But yeah, so that'll be on the 5th, so that's next Wednesday. That we'll be streaming that one. And then January 14 will be Friday. Wow, that starts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That one goes for. I guess, yeah. So Australia leads 3-0, and that's a day-night test that starts at 2:30 my time, 1:30 p.m. in Australia. Obviously, 11:30 my time, 10:30 p.m., 10:30 a.m. in Australia for you guys for that 4th test. But yeah, I think I'm going to jump off. Al Max's green averages 52 in first-class cricket. He is a good batter, but he hasn't done it at test level. Absolutely, but you know, if we're giving Marcus Harris a shout with the bat, we may as well keep giving Cameron Green a shout with the bat, considering that obviously he can be a good batter and he's a very good bowler. He's been doing really good bowling throughout this entire tournament so far. Chris out New Zealand says, good stuff, Aussie. England, get it right, your shithouse. Shame on you guys. Sasha Kelvin says, what a man. Scotty Boland is a 6-wicket haul in his Aussie Test squad debut. Beautiful bowling from a beautiful man. Beautiful bowling, beautiful man. A beautiful bowling from a beautiful man. Grant Walker says, newsflash, the 4th and 5th Test match has been shortened to 3 days just to give England a chance. Maybe we just play them in one-day cricket just to see what they can do. Maybe we just do that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off. Obviously, like I said, BBL tonight. I'll be doing the Bulls, not now, but the Bulls in a couple of days' time. We still have A-League we've got going on. I won't stream on New Year's Eve, but I'm looking forward to this next Ashes test to see if we can go 4-0 and then potentially 5-0 in Hobart. But I appreciate you guys. Thought we'd be on longer. We're not. Blame England, man. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.